Alright, welcome everybody to Rust. That is right, everybody. Well, wait a minute. Let me go ahead and do this outside. Let's just go, yeah, that, and not do that, and we're good. Okay. Let's just go out here, and maybe, like, sit, like, right here. And, nah, there's a noise over there. Let's just sit right here, okay? How about that? How about, F1, and then no clip again, general commands, and, alright. That's new. Welcome, everybody, to Rust. That is right, guys. We're back here on Rust. First ever live commentary here on Rust, other than the fact that I showed you guys my base before on the old server that we since lost contact with, and unfortunately our base, everything like that, got wiped, and, you know, shit happens, right? But this right here is my own server. Now, I have been cheating on it, okay? I mean, you can see that it's only me, Randall, and my friend Dan, right? So, only 3 people on it, just my friends, and I actually created a server, so I'm running it on my computer. I basically just, you know, put it up whenever we're playing, and this is a purely, you know, creative server. This is what we do. This is what we come on here to create stuff, and that's essentially it, you know what I mean? So we don't mind cheating or, you know, giving us, you know, ourselves things like, for example, you know, F1, inventory, you know, .give, and then wood, space 1,000, or 10,000 rather, but 1,000 it is, right? And then we get 1,000 wood over there on the right side. So, I mean, that's essentially what it is. It's a creative server, and I'm actually going to start using this server for some video purposes, and I think that you guys might like it. But before we get into that, okay, before we, you know, start talking about that, let's go ahead and no clip, just because it will be easier to, well, maybe not. You know what? We're just going to stay on the ground normally for now, and then we'll get an overall view shot of the map later and, you know, go up to Randall's, I think that's Dan's body. Randall's body's probably over there in the grass somewhere, but we'll check that out. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our house that we built here. As you guys can see, we have, like, sort of a bridge going across the water. We want it, you know, it's sort of a little bit higher up so that we could actually keep it out of the water. It just wasn't possible, seeing as though the bridge, you know, just, it wouldn't reach the ground of the water, you know, down there, so that is unfortunately the best that we could do, but it should, you know, technically be able to reach a little further down than that, but it wasn't possible, and I'm not sure why. But anyway, that's the best we could do. So we get a little bit of water on it, yeah, but I don't know. I think that's kind of fun, you know. We sort of wash our feet. Once we, you know, come from the grass, we wash our feet here in this water, and then, you know, we're clean for the house, right? It kind of makes sense if you think about it. You know, if that stuff actually existed in Rust, which it would be pretty cool if there was, like, dirt effects. I think that would be definitely dope. Now, keep in mind, this is still Rust Alpha, so things like that could definitely still happen. But anyway, this is our house. This is our big entranceway. Now, I was mostly in charge of, you know, building the outer exterior of the house, you know, the foundations, the design sort of looking of the house and everything like that. Now, my friend Dan did most of the roof. I did sort of the center parts, and he sort of added the multiple floors with it, but I did do the starting foundation. So, I mean, technically the design is mine. Now, he did all this interior, what I like to call stable work, you know what I mean? It sort of looks like he's just keeping horses down here. That's what it looks like in my personal opinion. And I never really understood it, you know? And obviously, like I said, this is not a public server, so it's not really important to put doors on the place, and, you know, obviously we are going to eventually do that to secure it from, like, animals, you know, things like that killing us. But that's essentially it. So we'll get into that stone part back there. That was an expansion added on yesterday by, again, me. But as you come in the front door, you guys can go up either one of these stairs right here. It still leads you to the second floor. Nothing has really gone into anything up here, you know, yet. It's just sort of a second floor. That's essentially it. So as we come up here to the third floor, again, it's just another floor. We will eventually add some things up here, and, you know, stuff like that. Now, the interior design work here will eventually be covered up, you know what I mean? Like, I will put walls here and sort of just cover it up like that. I will definitely do that, because, I mean, it just doesn't look natural. You know what I mean? Like, we could have, like, a storage room or, you know, anything at this point. We could just kind of corner this off and just pretend. You know what I mean? We could have a storage room just going right into here, and just a, you know, wall blocking that off or something. It could be done. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what's happening. So as you guys can see, over here is the starting balcony. This is the first balcony that I put in, and I think I did a pretty good job with it. You know what I mean? I think I really did a pretty good job with it. Now, it is unfortunately not very stable because it would be sort of hard to run, you know, some beams up from the bottom. It's definitely doable, seeing as though I have that no-clip feature, but it's just, it's something I haven't really gotten around to doing yet, in all honesty. So, anyway, that's the first balcony. We go in here and go up these stairs again over here. Again, Dan was in charge of these steps and everything like that, so it's not like a continuous steps. He for some reason felt it necessary to put the steps on different sides of the house every single floor. It doesn't really make too much sense to me, but you know, that's what he went for. So right here again, another storage room. I'm probably gonna put like some sort of a deauthorizer in here or whatever if we ever open the server up to, you know, more of our friends and we want to keep this building controlled and stuff like that. That's definitely what's going to happen. And again, here is another balcony. Once again, sort of right just above this balcony right there that we already put in. Okay, so I was in charge of the balconies and everything that's happened here in the front. That was my job. Okay, and like I said before, the house is not finished yet, so do not fret. It will get better. It will get upgraded, and I think it'll just it'll look all around better. So up here on the final floor here, we just sort of see, you know, sort of like, it's not even really a floor, it's just sort of a balcony leading on to maybe some storage rooms, you know, potential storage, hidden storage over here, and on the other side as well. That does not look good. Uncaged Sloth was killed by a wolf, unfortunately. So there's that, I guess. But anyways, I think I just lagged back there. I'm not too sure what that was, but anywho, yeah, like I said, same over here and everything like that as well. Now that's pretty much it. That's the interior of the house. Again, nothing special. You see a bunch of storage containers and stuff like that here. And again, nothing special, you know what I mean? It's just sort of an empty house. It was just purely for design. We did make it quite large, so, you know, we're obviously going to have to get a lot of things and just probably a lot of people eventually have to come on this server to actually fill up the space, you know what I mean? And what I want to show you next is actually back here. So as we exit the door here, you guys will see to our left we sort of just have like a front, or a back porch rather, not a front porch, but a back porch. I thought it was pretty cool. Daniel actually designed this part right here, like the back porch type thing. And now I do get frame rate and everything like that, and I do get freezing here on Rust when I'm running my own server and recording it. Only once in a while, not very often, but it does happen, so I do apologize for that. You guys are just going to have to bear with me. I will most likely have to run Rust on like a little bit of a lower graphic setting, you know, when I'm doing these skits and everything like that that I've been talking about, or that I haven't talked about yet, but I will be talking about very shortly. Anyways, that front porch was designed by Dan, so it's very, very cool. And this sort of area right here is pretty cool as well. I do like it. Now, this is completely designed by me. There's 3 different floors to it, and we'll get an overall view of it, you know, later when we go up in NoClip. But that's basically the first floor. Now, I'm not really sure what I was going for with this. I'm thinking it's going to be some sort of like a, you know, a little shack that you can camp out in, or, you know, come up here. If you come up here and look out the windows and stuff, you guys can watch, you know, the beautiful water and the beautiful sunset and sun, well, just, I guess that's the sundown, right? I guess that's sundown, so, yeah, I guess that's sunset, right? I'm an idiot, you know what I mean? I really am. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool to put windows out here and, you know, just make it 3 different floors. I thought it would have been a cool idea, and it turns out that it was. I do really, really like it. I enjoy it a lot, and I'm glad that I went with it, so that's one of the features. You guys can sort of have like a lookout here and everything like that, and you know, it sort of looks cool from the outside. It's essentially what I'm going with. But that's essentially the house. Those are the buildings. So let's go ahead and go up into NoClip before it gets too dark here, and we'll go ahead and, you know, show you an overall look of the house. Now again, it's not the most appealing thing, but it does have 3 different floors. I could have designed it a little better to make it all much more even. But again, it's purely a design world. It's nothing too important. You know what I mean? We don't have to actually live with it. We can take it down and wipe the server anytime we want to. So again, we're just sort of experimenting at this point. And what this server is going to be mainly used for is just, you know, expressing our creative ideas and sharing it with you guys here on YouTube, and sharing you guys, you know, the buildings and stuff like that you could make in, you know, actually playing Rust in an actual online server with actual people, And yeah, that's essentially it, guys. That's what this server is going to be used for. But as well, it is also going to be used for what I'm getting into next, which is exactly skits. Okay, and different types of videos on Rust, different types of videos that I don't actually see, you know, on too many people here on YouTube. I don't see these videos being made. I see them being made, you know, sometimes for other games and stuff like that. But, you know, for Rust in particular, I don't really see it, you know what I mean? I see some Rust, I see definite Rust and everything like that, and it's a lot of fun watching those types of videos. Like, there's one YouTuber that I've actually recently gotten into, you know, seeing a lot of his videos, and that's actually Vertigo. If you guys know who Vertigo is, rather, he's a big part of Rust, you know what I mean? He really, really is. He's a guy who promoted the game a lot back in the day, and I find him hilarious. He really, really is. He's sort of like the main guy, you know, on YouTube for Rust. And I'm thinking, you know, I want to expand on Rust here in the YouTube community. I thought it was a good idea, and that's what I'm rolling with. So some of ideas and stuff like that I will be, you know, thinking of and coming up with will be implemented into some of these skits and some of these videos that are coming up here on my channel. I want to make it a big part of my channel. I want to make Rust a big thing here on my channel. I do enjoy the game quite a lot, and I just so happen to have a pretty good PC to actually run it and run a server at the same time. Again, I do probably need to, you know, lower my graphics settings a little bit from you know, 1080p and Fantastic. I probably won't take it down from 1080p. I'll just probably lower the you know, Fantastic maybe to like the next one down or something like that. Just make it run a little smoother while I'm doing my videos, and it won't really show, you know, too much. But anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm going to be doing skits, and if you guys are wondering, you know, what skits are, it's basically going to be, you know, me and my friends putting ourselves in some scenarios in a fake server, this one right here, putting ourselves in some scenarios that will, you know, basically show you guys what Rust is actually like. Like, for example, I will reveal to you guys my idea right now. And I am going to start up a expectations versus reality type series here on Rust and on my channel. And I'm going to be doing it very, very soon. We're going to be going in, we're going to be building some sets, and it's just going to be a whole lot of fun. So if you guys are interested in working, you know, with me on the project, I definitely would appreciate it. Because as of right now, I really only have my friend Randall and Dan to really help me out on it. I do know a couple other people that do have Rust, but I haven't really been in contact with them for a while. So I could definitely pull them, you know, for my contacts and stuff like that, and hopefully they would, you know, be able to help me and stuff like that. And I think that they would. I think that they'd be down for it. So I don't know. I will contact some people, but make sure you guys go ahead and hit me up with a message if you guys are down for that as well, because I would definitely be down for working with some of my subscribers here on Rust for a few series that I have in mind. And like I said, expectations versus reality was just, you know, one of many ideas, you know, I've had here for Rust. Basically, that is it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I just want to let you guys know that I do have a server running and that you guys can join it if you want to and help me out with some of these video ideas. You know, I will constantly be needing more people. You know, 3 people is just not quite enough to get, you know, some of these videos done that I want to do. You know, 3 people me and my friends can definitely make it work for, you know, expectations versus reality and, you know, stuff like that. But I've definitely, you know, I have some other things in mind, and that is essentially it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoy Rust and want to play with me, let me know in the comment section below by hitting it up with a like, or just, you know, share your thoughts. You know what I mean? Whatever you guys want to do, and I'll take note of it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.